Todd, thank you. Now to our streets, our stories, and a new approach to crime fighting in Indianapolis. City leaders are calling it a holistic approach, and after a year of compiling data, they've pinpointed the 6 areas in the city with the worst crime rates. RTV6's Drew Smith joins us live with more on how officials are hoping to solve the root of the problem. Drew.
Well, Todd, led by Mayor Ballard, city leaders say they're committed to making this work. Now, using all the public and private resources they have, the idea is to stop crime before it happens, but they say it's not going to happen overnight.
It's going to take some time.
Public Safety Director Troy Riggs says decades of systemic problems in these 6 identified neighborhoods will take many years to correct. He displayed charts and data compiled for more than a year, numbers that he says tell the story of why these areas, like 16th and Tibbs on the west side, have become crime-ridden. Nearly 13% of the people who live in this area earn less than $10,000 a year. It's the neighborhood where Nathan Trapazzano was gunned down in cold blood this past spring.
When we just look to the police to solve all the issues, we're going to fail because they're dealing with the after effects. There's a lot of things the police don't control. They don't control 25% to 35% of the homes being vacant.
Vacant homes like these in the 16th and Tibbs neighborhood. Vacant homes boarded up that are a factor when it comes to crime. And sobering numbers in terms of juvenile crime in this 1.5 square mile section on the west side. If you live here, like these 2 men, the odds of being involved in a homicide is 152% greater than in other sections of the city.
I think that there are more factors than just the economic problems that they have. I think there's underlying issues, and I think if we address those, we can find out the truth and prevent a lot of the crime and try to help these people.
City leaders say the new holistic approach will mean more community partners for solving issues, like providing mentors for at-risk youth.
Most of this is about having a responsible, caring adult in their life. That's really what this is about. And we have to start providing resources to make sure that occurs.
And church leaders are getting very involved in this new approach. Reverend Charles Harrison said that churches will create safe havens for troubled kids who need mentors. And then suburban churches are also getting involved. They're organizing an event called City Mosaic that's going to take place this Sunday afternoon at 4:30 downtown on Monument Circle. Reporting live, Drew Smith, RTV6. Todd?
Drew, thank you. And just hours after this new crime plan was announced, one Indianapolis neighborhood held a meeting on how crime and certain types of development are threatening their residents. The Mapleton Fall Creek Neighborhood Association says the area has gone through several phases over the last few decades, and they're hoping to keep its current state positive. But as the neighborhood president tells us, they are constantly struggling to keep the negative elements out.
We're hoping the residents get together, and we're trying to create more crime watch block clubs and to get them involved to deal with abandoned housing. I think I can speak for quite a few residents that we understand that abandoned housing, trash, abandoned cars, all kind of what I call trash issues bring about negative elements.
Dozens attended the meeting in Phillips Temple Church tonight. They hope to have an even bigger audience at their next event.